Hey guys, this is Andre178 giving you my fourth video for Titanfall Capture the Flag. And so what I'm going to be doing is giving you a play-by-play on what happened during this match between IMC and Militia. But before I start, a special shout out goes out to the folks in r/Titanfall. Since I just started this channel, I actually wanted to get some advice from them if they had any, post commentary YouTube channels that they've been watching. And they actually referred me to two channels, 402 Thunder 402 and Frothy Omen, which actually contains really good tips and videos while you're seeing them, own the other players actually. So by now, you should be seeing the links to those two YouTube channels, so give them a visit and a shout out. So the two teams, Militia, we have xXTheSheriffXx, who's been a very active scorer in the past Capture the Flag videos, which I've been posting. NapalmGee, 20 Chimps, who I've also played before. Aztec-au, weaponfx, and myself. And on IMC, we have aimonomia, Rowlfie, barracrazy, B4GS, and CB9904. Aimonomia and barracrazy have also appeared in my first video, and expect some action coming from them in the IMC side.
Jumping in 3, 2,
A quick review of Capture the Flag for Titanfall. Similar to other Capture the Flag games, simple rules: grab the enemy's flag and bring it back to your base. You can't score a point if the other team has possession of your flag, so you'll have to kill off the guy who has your flag and run over it to bring it back to your base. Then you can score. Myself initially getting lost inside the flag area for Militia. Again, the game starting off with a pair of players killing off grunts who are in the front lines, and we have our first contact with Tidy Daniel with a carbine against 20 Chimps. And we're seeing here one good tactic of getting into the enemy base as fast as possible using the zip line. And remember that you can actually detach from the zip line at any point in your ride. So we're expecting to see someone inside already, and it's Rowlfie dashing with our flag and making a run for it.
the enemy return their flag.
Turning around to face me, and another IMC member assisting Rowlfie and successfully leading him out of the
The enemy dropped
building.
their flag.
So it's really easier to grab the enemy's flag and make a run for it if you've got someone watching your back.
Flag has been
So
returned to
really,
base. Good
an
work.
effective method of trying to capture the flag is going in at least two people.
Got the IMC flag.
CB9904 with the Militia flag. And again, you're seeing some assistance or real escorting being done by IMC with
The
their
enemy return their
teammates.
flag.
So it's really a good tactic for you to be able to score those points and capture the flag, as it is a team-based scenario.
The IMC have our flag.
Hey, your Titan will be ready in 60 seconds.
Again, if you can't see any other players, try and eliminate some of those grunts to reduce the time for Titanfall. As with what I'm doing in the screen right now.
And they captured our flag.
Rowlfie with the first point of the match, 2 minutes
Got
into
the
the
enemy
game.
flag.
xXTheSheriffXx has been the one who's actually been consistently making attempts on the enemy's flag. On the other end, we have CB9904 and Rowlfie being the ones leading the attack for the IMC team. Lots of grunts in the way. That just means that we have some players actually inside the building.
Back at our base. Alright, captured the enemy flag.
Ex-Sheriff with that defensive stop and also scoring the point. The score is tied at 1-1, Militia and IMC.
Bring it down.
Okay, your Titan's prep is on. Call it when ready.
The damage was mostly dealt by a Titanfall from one of my teammates. So it actually helped me in killing that Titan. CB9904 again with a flag capture attempt. Making his way up the roof and onto the zip line. avoiding more lock-on, which probably could have killed him.
The enemy dropped our flag.
NapalmGee successfully stopping CB9904 with his longbow sniper.
Okay, we have their flag.
Sheriff with another attempt.
Good work.
NapalmGee with that return. And like what Tidy Daniel just did, he actually was waiting for the flag to be returned just in case his teammate died. And then he would go and grab the flag while no one's in base. So it's actually a good defensive tactic to leave someone inside that base, probably with a heavy machine gun.
Pick up their flag. The enemy dropped the enemy flag. The enemy returned their flag.
Pilot exiting. AI mode engaged.
Flag has been returned to base. Good work.
Score is still 1-1.
Control transferring to pilot.
Got this. Drop the enemy flag. A flag's been taken. The enemy returned their flag.
Most of the action happening on the west side of the map, probably near the militia base. B4GS currently in possession of the flag while riding his Titan, so he's actually getting most of the attention right now since the militia's IMC flag is still in home base. And myself with a crucial stop preventing B4GS from returning to the IMC base with the militia flag, preventing that second point for IMC, but dying in the process. And the selfie.
Pilot, your Titan will be ready in 2 minutes.
Both flags in each team's base, and we have an attempt here,
The enemy has our flag.
leaving his auto Titan outside and grabbing, well, killing me first. Flag now in possession of Tidy Daniel and potentially with another escort.
Okay, the flag's back at our base.
I stopped for a split second there thinking I had died, but apparently I just got stuck in front of a teammate. So like you just saw there, the arc grenade is really one of the good ways to start a rodeo. You'll get that Titan disoriented, and probably including the pilot. So that'll give you a few seconds to jump onto the Titan and try to deal as much damage as possible.
Okay, people, we're gonna switch sides soon. Get ready.
Halftime, and in terms of points, nothing much happening, but we're seeing a lot of exchanges of flag capture attempts on both teams. So this seems to be an evenly matched game.
The enemy dropped. Okay, we have their flag. Okay, our flag's back at our base.
10 seconds till half.
The enemy picked up our flag. Switching sides.
So we're at halftime with Rowlfie scoring at the second minute and Sheriff on the opposing team scoring, well, less than a minute after.
Steal the enemy's flag from their base and bring it back to ours. Oh, and while you're at it, don't let them take our flag.
So again, one of the more effective tactics used in the previous half was really traveling in, well, in packs. So on an unsuccessful sneak by myself, which leads to my death versus B4GF and his Spitfire. Machine gun wins against Smart Pistol.
Got the IMC flag.
Jump kick though as a revenge, so we're seeing some additional bonus points for me. Both teams now in possession of the enemy's flag, and we'll see who gets to return their flag first. And it seems like Aztec-au successful in returning our flag. But then someone, again, the other team always having someone waiting for the flag to be returned just in case.
Okay, flag's back at our base.
Flag returned to base, and we're about to see a score for 20 chimps. The score is now 2-1.
Flag has been returned to base. Good work.
Quick turnaround from that return of the flag and dash back to
It's a
base.
close fight. There's plenty of time left in this mission.
Yep,
Give the IMC
still a
any
really
ground.
close fight.
We took the enemy flag.
Again, Sheriff aggressive with that flag capture attempt. Flag still at the base. Successful defense by Aztec-au, but then barracrazy killing NapalmGee and myself and grabbing the flag. Aimonomia and barracrazy both carrying shotguns, making them really good defense and offense players since the flag is really inside a close quarter area. For escort purposes though, you'll probably be better off with a rifle or a smart pistol depending on your style of play. Aimonomia currently on the Titan, making him a lot more difficult to catch and kill while in possession of our flag.
Hey, your Titan's good to go. Call us ready.
Also receiving some Titan assistance from a teammate nearby. But eventually Militia gets to kill Aimonomia. Well, Aimonomia's Titan. Aimonomia is still alive, trying to get their flag back into their base for him to score the point. Both teams still having each enemy's flag, and Sheriff dropping the flag, and you're probably gonna see a point now from the IMC side.
The enemy captured the flag.
And D4GS returning the flag, and Aimonomia being able to score that point finally for IMC. So the game is now tied at 2-2. Aztec-au wasting no time in trying to get that flag into the Militia base.
The flag's been taken. The enemy dropped their flag.
CB9904 dropping the flag. Aztec-au trying to return the base successfully and now making his way back and getting killed.
Flag back to base.
Without getting a jump kick at Aimonomia, but then another assist from B4GS returning their flag.
Flag's back at our base. The enemy picked up our flag. The enemy dropped our flag. Okay, flag's back at our base.
Sheriff now with an opportunity to score that point. And he does. Score is now 3-2. And with more Titans now being deployed, we're probably gonna see some change of pace. Aimonomia currently on a Titan with our flag. An untimely ejection and death via electric smoke. Aimonomia still in possession of the Militia flag,
2 minutes.
trying to get that point to tie the game.
Captured our flag.
And he does get that point. Score is now 3-3. In the second half, Militia and IMC really just alternating points.
The enemy dropped our flag.
IMC dropped the militia flag, opportunity
flag
to return
back
the
on
flag, which weaponfx does, and now NapalmGee making a dash for the home base, and about to score. And he does. NapalmGee scoring that 4th point for Militia, giving them the lead with 1 minute to go.
Finish this fight. Got our flag.
CB9904 getting the flag and trying to level the score.
The enemy dropped our flag. Okay, flag's back in our base.
NapalmGee with another defensive stop.
Be advised, Titan ready in 30 seconds.
IMC now making a scramble to the last few seconds of the match. Militia now sticking to the home base, trying to make sure that they really don't get away with our flag.
Alright, get that flag back to base. Drop the enemy flag.
barracrazy preventing Militia from giving that dagger of a last point.
The IFC have our
3
flag.
seconds, 2, 1, and it's victory for Militia.
Awesome work, team. Mission accomplished.
Well done, guys. The IMC are attempting to escape by drop pits, but I've marked their extraction points for you. Don't let them get away.
And more opportunity to get XP for all players.
I'm still detecting IMC pilots in the area. Cut them off before they get to the evac point.
And last few seconds of Titan action. Titan fist fight going on. And myself losing that fist fight.
IMC drop ship has arrived. Take it out before it gets away.
Dropship arriving, but probably not everyone's gotten onto that area yet. So we're probably gonna see some folks left behind and someone trying to make a dash for it via the zip line, but probably not making it. And so the match ends with Rowlfie scoring that first point in the first half at the 2nd minute mark, with the Sheriff following not long after at 2:43 with that point to level the score, and not much action in terms of points until the end of the first half. At 8:28 we have 20 chimps turning the tide and giving Militia that lead against IMC. And from there we see alternating point scoring, alternating captures between Militia and IMC, with aimonomia at 10:36 and Sheriff at 11:49, and again aimonomia topping the score charts on the second half with 2 points, his second one at 12:32. But the winner eventually comes from NapalmGee with just under 2 minutes until the end of the match with his last flag capture. So thanks everyone for watching. This is Andre178 wishing you a good night and good game.